Hello everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of Tanner Plays Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. I've been really excited to bring this game to the channel, and I've been really excited to bring the first full Let's Play to this channel. This is something that's kind of new to me. I've never done a full Let's Play before. I've done gameplay videos, but nothing quite in the realm of this. So I'm excited to bring this to you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And it looks like Professor Oak is talking to us right now. So he says, "Hello there, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. And if you want to know how people tend to interact with these Pokemon, well, some people keep them as companions, others have them do battle. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. Now, why don't you tell me a little about yourself?" Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to name him Tanner because that is my name, as you might assume, if you've checked the name of this channel. Alrighty. Yes, that is my name. And next up is our rival. This boy here is your friend and rival who has grown up right next door to you. What was his name now? So according to Google, his name is Trace. So that's what we're going to call him. That's his official name, and we're just going to go with that. It was Trace, was it? Yes, I believe so. I see. His name is Trace. Tanner, my boy, your very own Pokemon tale is about to unfold. Yes, a world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. Let's go. That's a clever little tie-in with a name there. And there we have a Nintendo Switch. That's a Pokemon staple. Before we get really into things, I want to explain my history with the Pokemon series for a little bit. Growing up, from very early on, I remember watching episodes of Pokemon on VHS, and I loved those tapes. I pretty much wore those tapes out, but I really watched mostly the original series, and I remember watching it was the Ruby Sapphire series on TV during the time, but I never played the games for some reason until Diamond and Pearl, and that was a little odd because I was always a Nintendo fan from even younger than that age, and I had never played the Pokemon games until Diamond and Pearl, but Diamond and Pearl hold a very special place in my heart, and since then I've played every single Pokemon game, including the ones before Diamond and Pearl. So, I'm pretty familiar with the series, and I actually have played a little bit of this game as well. I'm just past Cerulean City in my file, so I think I'll stay ahead in my main file, for the most part, unless somehow this Let's Play catches up and goes past the other one, but in that case, I'll address that. But for now, I'm a little bit ahead, so I know what's coming in this game, and I can kind of explain things as they go. So this isn't really a blind Let's Play. Also, I want to state that this is not a serious Let's Play. This is just kind of a casual Let's Play. This is my first full Let's Play, so I wanted things to be kind of chill, and I thought this would be a great game for it because it's a bit more casual than the other main series Pokemon games. So let's go ahead and check this room out. Let's see what we got. First off, we have our Nintendo Switch that I pointed out earlier. Always got to promote that Nintendo stuff. How many Pokemon are there in the world? Well, there are quite a few. Let's see. A fuzzy Eevee plush. Just a little hint at what Pokemon we will be using. Obviously, it will be Eevee. There's an email from Trace. "Hey Tanner, so here's what you need to know as a trainer. Press the A button, you can talk to all kinds of people, and if you tilt the control stick more, you can run. Plus, if you open up the main menu by pressing the X button, you can save your progress too. Boy, I can't wait to get started. Can you? Nope, can't wait, Trace. Alright, and guess who it is? You can probably guess. It's Trace. Up and at 'em. Morning, Tanner. What's going on? You've got one weird look on your face. Ah, never mind that. I couldn't wait any longer, so I came to get you. Today's finally the big day. We're finally going to get our first Pokemon from Professor Oak and become real trainers. Before we do, you read the email I sent you yesterday, right? Oh, well, that was sent yesterday. Well, I read it today, Trace. You better have. Check your computer if you didn't. I'm going to book it to Professor Oak's lab, so see you there. Alright, I think I'm going to spend a little bit more time exploring this house. First thing I see is this poster, which is a little callback to the intro of Red and Blue, or actually, I guess Red, and Fire Red and Leaf Green. Neat little callback since that intro is not in this game. If you weren't aware for some reason, this is kind of a remake. Honestly, I'm not sure what to call it. It's kind of sort of a remake of Pokemon Yellow, where it tried to kind of tie things in with the anime a bit and give you a Pikachu. So they're doing the same kind of thing here, and kind of remaking Yellow for a more casual audience. It's kind of hard to say, but not so much a casual audience, but people who are used to Pokemon Go and maybe people who are returning to the Pokemon series. It's really a Pokemon game for everyone, in a sense. So that's pretty exciting, and honestly, I had my worries in the beginning, but I think that this game is very good now that I've spent a little time with it. Alright, so here's our mom. Off you go to Professor Oak's lab. Trace asked the professor to give the two of you Pokemon of your own, didn't he? Yep. What do we got cooking here? Oh, we can't interact. Well. Dishes and plates are neatly lined up. They are showing a movie on TV. The scene is showing 4 boys walking down a set of railroad tracks. It's time for you to get going. It's time you got going, excuse me. And here we are in the lovely town of Pallet. Honestly, I'm not even sure how this is considered a town, but I suppose it is. We have a few people to talk to out here, so as soon as we get control, we're going to go and talk to them. See what they have to say. So there's this girl. I'm raising Pokemon too. When they get strong, they'll be able to protect me. Yep. I'm not raising any Pokemon yet, but, you know, sure. Technology is incredible. Now you can connect your smartphone to your game console and send data between them. Yep, there's the good old technology guy that's been in every Pokemon game. Pallet Town, shades of your journey await. So, I'm pretty excited to actually start this game. This is the first time I've attempted anything on this channel where I've done like multiple episodes as far as live commentary and everything. My other videos like that on the channel have only been, you know, 1 episode and just playing a little bit of a game. But this is the first time I've attempted anything like this, and I'm really excited to do it. It looks like there's 1 Pokeball missing, and there's 2 left, so that's a little weird. I wonder who got the one in the middle. Huh. Well, it looks like Professor Oak isn't here, obviously, so we're gonna go and check out the rest of the town. Here's Trace's house, I assume. Oh, hi Tanner. Looking for Trace? He went to pick you up. Did you miss each other? No, I saw him at the lab. So there's really not much else to do in Pallet Town right now, so we're gonna head out to this grass. Well, my good Pidgey, thanks for the help. Oh. What exactly did they help you with, Professor Oak? I'm a little curious. Okay. That's a little odd. Ah, if it isn't Tanner. Ah, of course. I promised to give you and Trace your Pokemon today, didn't I? Well, in that case, why don't we head over to... Something's gonna interrupt us. Just got a feeling. What's this? It's an Eevee. Hey. Alright, so we've started our first capture sequence, and if you played Pokemon Go, this capture sequence should be familiar to you. So we're going to give it a try real quick, and I'll explain how it works with this game specifically. So I do have a Pokeball Plus, but we're not going to be using it for this Let's Play because it makes noise, and we don't want that on the recording. And also, you know, I've claimed the Mew already, and I wasn't planning on using the Mew, even if I did use that account. So we're just going to use the Joy-Con. So when you're playing docked, it's required that you use either Joy-Con or a Pokeball Plus, and you have to mimic a throwing motion once you click Get Ready. So all we got to do is make sure we hold on and throw at the right time. There we go. Let's see if we caught it. Then of course, we have caught an Eevee. Pretty cool. Alright, so first off, apologies if the commentary is a little weird. I'm not used to doing live commentary, but I'm hoping that this Let's Play will help me get used to it. And of course, you have to learn somewhere, so please bear with me while I'm going through this and trying to figure out, you know, exactly how I should deliver things and kind of, you know, fitting into the whole live commentary thing. But hopefully by the end of the series, I will be a lot better at it, and we might do more Let's Plays here on this channel. It depends on what you guys think. Alright, so looks like we got an Eevee. I don't want to give it a nickname unless you guys think that we should have nicknames. In that case, we might start nicknaming our Pokemon, and in this game, you can actually go and nickname them at any time, or change their name at any time, which is very useful. So, if you guys have suggestions for nicknames, I think in the episodes I will catch the Pokemon, and then if you guys want to give it, if you guys think of a nickname, I might use it if I see it in the comments. So, I think that's how we'll handle this. It looks like Eevee is bouncing around the Pokeball, and is taking off, wow. Alright, let's head back, chase after that Pokeball. Looks like it somehow got into the lab? Yeah, somehow it opened the door and got into the lab. That's a little odd. Those Pokeballs there, I swear there were only 2 a second ago, but now there are 3. And somehow Trace didn't see the Eevee roll in here. A perfectly reasonable reaction, my boy. You see, one of them is an Eevee that Tanner caught just now. So wait, Tanner, you caught it yourself? Yes, I did. And it rolled away from me. What? I've never seen that happen before. Oh, how interesting. Well, my boy, this is it. Take that Pokeball and keep good hold of this. Keep good hold of it this time. Well, I didn't even get hold of it in the first place, honestly. Let's see. Oh, here we go. I love how these cutscenes look. They look very cinematic, and I think it looks great. So it looks like Eevee is going to stay out of the Pokeball, just like Pikachu did in the anime, and in the other version of this game, if you're playing the other version. So we got a new pal here. We have our very own Eevee. Can't wait to go on a little adventure with Eevee and the viewers here. Alright, so Eevee became your Pokemon. What a strange Pokemon indeed. It sure doesn't seem to like staying in one place. But it looks as though it's taken a shine to you, Tanner. Why not give it a name? Like I said, we're not going to be nicknaming our Pokemon. We're just going to do the comment suggestions if you guys have any suggestions for nicknames. Alright, and it looks like Trace is going to pick up a Pokemon. You got a Pikachu. Also, another quick disclaimer, I will be editing out portions that are a little tedious. This game is a lot less tedious than other entries in the Pokemon series, but there are a few things that I might edit out just to save time and, you know, not have any excessively long, boring parts for you guys, so. Oh, just one more thing. Now that you two are setting out as trainers, I'd like to ask your help with something. Take this with you on your journeys. What's he gonna give us? What is that thing, Professor? This is the Pokédex that I've designed. It automatically records data on the Pokemon you've seen or caught, and it makes an entry for each. It's an extremely high-tech tool. Tanner and Trace, I want each of you to take one with you. I think I messed that line up a little bit. You got a Pokédex from Professor Oak. Alright, you'll find that you can't get very detailed data on Pokemon just by seeing them. You must catch your Pokemon to gather most complete data. To make a complete guide of all the Pokemon, to all the Pokemon in the world, that was my dream. But I'm an old man now, too old to get the job done myself. That's why I want you young trainers to fulfill my dream for me. Get moving, you two. This is a great undertaking in Pokemon history. Didn't you already have some trainers do this? I mean, do we have to do it again? Okay. Alright, so we're going to set out just like Trace. It's time to start our little adventure in Kanto. Man, I cannot read today. I've noticed that over the course of this episode. Hopefully that gets a little bit better as time goes on. Oh, how cute. This is the one you got from the professor? What, you caught it yourself? That's amazing. What should I call your new friend? Eevee? It's a lovely Pokemon. Aw. My, how energetic. I suppose that means you two will be setting off on an adventure today, right? I thought this day might come soon, so I planned ahead and got this for you. And we got a town map, so we can check out everything we need to see. By using that town map in your bag, you'll always know exactly where you are. Safe travels, dear. You and Eevee be good to each other. Sure do plan on it. So let's go ahead and check out that town map and see how it looks. You will notice if you played previous Pokemon games that things are a little bit different in this game, and we'll talk about those as we see them. But for right now, we're going to look at our town map. I really love how it still uses the sprites in the style of the older games. I like that even though, you know, we moved to the Switch and HD and everything, we still have those sprites. That really makes me happy. So, Pallet Town, a small country town home to Professor Oak's lab. Looks like the next place to go is Viridian City. So that's where we're going to head. So, if you're a longtime Pokemon fan or have played any Pokemon games before this, you might notice that when I caught that Eevee, you know, there was no battle. And that's one of the major differences in Let's Go, is that there are no wild Pokemon battles. There are still trainer battles, but there aren't wild Pokemon battles. So what you have to do is simply catch them in the same manner that you would in Pokemon Go. And at first I was a little skeptical about that, but honestly, the more I've played, I really enjoy the system, and I would like to see it come back in some form during the 2019 Pokemon game. Alright, so we caught a Bellsprout, and that's the first Pokemon we caught aside from our starter. So, alright, and you might notice that Eevee was following behind us, and that's kind of similar to Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and also Pokemon Yellow, where Pikachu would follow behind you, and in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, whichever Pokemon was first in your party would follow behind you. It's the same idea. And soon we'll see that eventually Eevee rides on your hat, and you can choose another Pokemon to follow behind you. And they all have unique animations, and it's really cool. So we're going to go ahead and try and catch some Pokemon out here. We probably won't use these, but just to, you know, test out catching and all that. So let's go ahead and try and catch this Rattata. Oh, well. That wasn't so good. Let's try it again. I cannot throw. Alright. Here we go. Not the best throw, but better than the others, I suppose. And yeah, the Pokemon early on are pretty easy to catch. Not a big deal to catch. And we will want to catch Pokemon pretty regularly. I might cut it out if I'm catching a whole lot of Pokemon and, you know, we're not doing anything super important. But that's only if I'm catching like a whole lot of Pokemon, so. And Rattata was added to our party. Again, we won't really be using these, but we'll keep them in the party just for now. You might remember in previous Pokemon games that you would have to go to the Pokemon Center to open boxes and store Pokemon other than the 6 that were in your party. Well, that's a little different as well. You go into your bag and you can choose a Pokemon box to access the box system instead of going to the Pokemon Center. And you can also go and access your party from the same menu. And you can press Y to open the Pokemon box, or if you're using the Pokeball Plus, simply shake the controller. And here we can access our box and we can just choose remove from party, just like that. And that's how you do that. So pretty interesting change. It's kind of, you know, convenient because instead of having to go to the Pokemon Center all the time, you can simply open up your boxes anywhere. I think the reason for that was probably due to the emphasis on capturing. That would be my guess. Right, so let's head to the Pokemon Center and see what's going on. So like I said, you won't see the PC, which is normally on the right side of the desk here. And instead we have our town map. And you can find these in each of the Pokemon Centers, at least the ones that I've encountered. The machine is undergoing maintenance. They're basically telling you that you can't heal your Pokemon right now, so. Now up here, I saw some familiar looking characters. If you watched the anime or played Pokemon Yellow, you will recognize these characters. So it looks like these two strange people have a Meowth, Here's this pink-haired lady. What do you want? You can't pass through here right now. We're in the middle of guard duty, and it's very important. So, Jesse and James here, they basically replaced the old man laying on the road from red and blue, and they block your path instead. And you will be seeing them every once in a while throughout the story. So, let's head over to the Pokemart, because there's something here. Ah, Eevee saw something. Hopefully that doesn't stop me from going over to check it. You take this, Professor Oak. Yes, we'll take the parcel for you. Alright. Thanks, kid. Say hi to Professor Oak for me, too. Will do. No, I don't want to head straight back for the lab. That's a useful feature, but we're not going to do that right now because it looks like Eevee found something or sees something interesting. Eevee found something that was dropped in the flower bed. A pretty wing. Well, thank you, Eevee. I appreciate that. Alright, let's head down back to Pallet Town. And honestly, the warp, I think it's just a show that you can warp every once in a while. But it's so easy to get back to Pallet Town that there's really no point in warping. Alright, and gonna head on back. We can actually go this way to avoid the Pokemon. But I think I'll catch a Pidgey. Also, another change from the older Pokemon games is to find wild Pokemon in the older games, you would have to walk through the grass and wait until one randomly appeared in the style of older RPGs. And it's been that way until this game. And now you see them on the overworld, similar to Earthbound, actually. Which is always a good thing. And it reminds me of, you know, Earthbound trying to make things a bit more simple with the overworld and not as annoying. And I really like this system. I like how you can see the Pokemon and avoid them if you don't want to mess with them. So, alright. Looks like Bellsprout has leveled up. And you know what? I think I'll keep these two in the party for now. Just for now, until we find the Pokemon we want. As always, if you guys have any tips or concerns or comments or anything, just leave it in the comment section. If you guys have played this game, don't spoil anything. I mean, I will be reading your comments, but please don't spoil anything as a courtesy. I am playing through the game myself as well. And you can leave, you know, suggestions if you know of a Pokemon that's in the area or a Pokemon you would like to see in the party. Just let me know, and we'll see about doing that. So, let's see, I'm going to sort my party real quick. So our party's looking alright for right now. We have a level 4 Bellsprout, a level 4 Pidgey, and our level 6 starter Pokemon, Eevee. Let's go ahead and head back to the professor's lab and deliver that parcel to him. Okay, hello, Professor Oak. How you doing? Why, Tanner, back so soon? How's little Eevee doing? Whoa, dramatic close-up. It looks like Eevee climbed up onto our hat. So now Eevee will ride on top of our hat, and we can choose another Pokemon to follow behind us. And this is one of the simple joys of this game, I think, is watching the animations of the Pokemon. There are a lot that we'll see later on, and we'll see some of my favorite animations later on. But for right now, we're going to see, I think, we'll have Bellsprout follow. And let's give Professor Oak our parcel. Hey, Professor Oak, it's about my Pikachu. Its moves are... Whoa, Tanner, that's so cool. Eevee just rides on you like that? Ah, now we have Trace as well. What fine timing. I've just been delivered some very handy items, which I think I'll share with the two of you. So we got some raspberries. And these raspberries will help in capturing. We'll see that in the next episode. I'll stop you right there, son. Those berries are for Pokemon to eat, not you. When you want to catch a Pokemon, try throwing one of those at your target before you take a Pokeball in hand. You'll find that the wild Pokemon will be so happy to have a berry to nibble on that they'll become much easier for you to catch. That was close. I nearly swallowed one of them right up myself. Now then, you two. It's up to you to decide whether you want to catch lots of different Pokemon or simply focus on training up your favorites. My only request is that you have fun either way. Thanks, Professor Oak. That means a lot. Wait up. Come on, Tanner. You know you can do more with Pokemon than just catch them, right? If you're a trainer, you can have Pokemon battles with other trainers too. I'll show exactly what I mean. It's battle time. So this is very similar to the battle you had with your rival Blue in Pokemon Red and Blue. You will see scenes that sort of mimic that, even though it's a different story, technically. So anyway, we're going to use our partner Eevee against Trace's Pikachu. Let's give this a shot. So really the best way to do this first battle is to just attack each other until one of you goes down. That's kind of the way this first battle goes. So, Thunder Shock, okay, did a little bit of damage. I like how Quick Attack did quite a bit of damage though. I'm kind of shocked. See, there we go. Alright, so we're definitely going to win this battle, unless something goes really terribly wrong. And there we go, Pikachu is down for the count. We got 31 XP, which means it will be leveling up. That's good. And also, if you're familiar with the older games, there was something called the XP share. And we don't need that item in this game because it automatically does what the XP share does, which is share a portion of the XP with the entire party. So we got 120 Pokédollars, and we have won the battle. Oh geez, there I went mouthing off like I knew everything, and then I lost. How embarrassing. I should probably have trained up my Pokemon a bit before trying to battle like that, huh? Let's battle again sometime. Did you enjoy your first taste of battle, young Tanner? Your partner Eevee seemed to like it. Alright, so we're going to stop there for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this first episode. Again, like I said earlier, I know that things are a little bit rocky, and that's because this is my first full-length Let's Play, and I don't do live commentary very much. But again, I'm hoping that I can grow with this series and become a better commentator and actually try out a Let's Play for once. So I'm excited to do this, and I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Check in tomorrow and the day after for new episodes of this series, and I will see you very soon.